Hello everyone. Compliments of the seasons. While we have consistently exposed some DOS members as very corrupt, not all of them are compromised. There's bound to be some of them that are not with any cabal whatsoever but prefer just to remain quiet. There are others who are quite honest with their opinion on the events of the past year since Motsi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction. The IPOB African rep, Tari Nemi, is one such notable person that deserves some credit for his soft but subtle words of wisdom for only those sensible enough to understand or decode his message. No one will call Tari Nemi a member of IPOB autopilot, but the Biafra people already know he is not part of any useless cabal within or external. However, the DOS irats will start calling you an autopilot the moment you start telling them the truth. Anyone who listened to Tari Nemi will understand the man is pretty cut clean from another cloth, unlike the miscreants in the DOS leadership preaching Peter Obi in the morning and all hell Biafra at night. It is clear our African rep is walking on Biafra eggshells with his opinion of events, but so far so good. The man has cleverly navigated the dangerous cracks without upsetting the balance. Very clever with his choice of words, and this makes Biafra media irats uncomfortable.
Thailand, HSM, and Steve, what are you saying about this? Oh, Tari Nemi, is one of the DOS member. The message ever. Kede afoze ama na anefe. Emara onye kwuo I delete voice note ya. Onye kwuo iwepiala ụmụ Chineke worldwide. Ọ na-anaghị ganya. Iwepụla m n'ụmụ Chineke worldwide 3. Iwepụkwuole young money. Leba. Iwepụ mụ na young money that side. Ọ bụ otu iji esi nweta Biafra nke gị. Ndị one Nigeria na-akpọ onwe ha IPOB. Ndị DOS. Lee ya ala niile ndị na-arụ la secret lapụta ihe. Kwe nọ ya ebe kwefuru the breaking news Tari nyere. Kwe nọ ya ndị na-join politician. Nne niile ahụ na anyị na-fight. Ka uru ọ ga-abara gị la this struggle. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụtakwa ọkụbara nna aka na na-join sara na abụrụsara Nigeria hefty politician. Ebe ndị na-achọ money, power and fame. Nna ka uru ọ ga-abara gị igbuchi nne gị nwa onye bụrụ nwanne ya bụ odogwu. Someone help and problem on he love what they can lure ya into your devilish art. Demons, saboteurs. They won't have call Uche. Do she but also. Nwa Thailand, I'm an in on Uku Ojoko now. La Bampuru Mini. E graduate yala. Ebacha ha Thailand. E Bampuru Mini. Ke ela wazi Bama Uku Ojoko. Imoro group imeno nwoge eze onye agwala m head of admin of ụmụ Chineke worldwide. Ịma hapụ ọbụghọpọ gị kreator. Ịma hapụ ka esi create I just mega admin. I were opportunity wepụ send niile like admin. Mpucha nke ama na ị ga-ewepụ m wepụkwuo m udodi. Ka e wepụrụ m aka m na struggle. Group nọ akarị. So olumo ọbụla ịnụ olumo ọ nwere ike nkwuchala other platform send gbara gị ị ga-amakwala all the same voice is talking. Nwa Thailand ama nne na ile ka ha eji ejire maka mama ala agba na afara ije je ile ka ha na ije Ipo street ije kesi ahịa one day kegide aka akpara gị eze ka udele eze onye agbala m ebulata gị ebe atụọla gị ụtụ ọra. Ọ bụ ihe nna ya gị bụ maka na nwanne m ka ọ ga-agbagide ahịa ya gbara gị ara ka a ghara ibute gị ozu ọ bute gị ara ịghọtago at least ka ijigode uche gị were lọ. Ndị eze ya agwala m onye kwuo gbapụ ya inye mere so gbapụ be odogwu eji mara obodo amaghị m ịmara nke ihe na-emezi ya na-abụ enyi okwu ghara okwu delete voice note ya ọ weta breaking news. Imala only make it against your sabotage this thing. Delete here head of admin. It's asobagi. Abrang nkete mbo. Abrang nkete sense. Yen so bag nkete blela ma na ibo yensusu. Inwe huche. You got to go. If you la mama, if you la this. If la ni ana. enyebeghị Biafra na act like this. Enyeghị Biafra delete mmadụ niile ebe ọkwa coordinator ebe ọkwa coordinator anụ mpama amahụ ihe dị la strọgụ mụ na ya na-abịa ebe a drag ọnụ. Onye ngere ya na-ekwu okwu bụ unit coordinator. For unit coordinator, create ya inside my unit, create ya 4 unit, make ya zone. O zone coordinator. Ka ngere ya kala ekwukwa. From inside zone coordinator, abụmụ district coordinator, district assistant coordinator. Anyị adịghị eji eme ọnụ. Ịghọtago? So otu ga anyị ọrụ a. Steve m onye mba ọfụma. Ọ mara m mmadụ apịa m ala akwa aka. Adịghị ama support evil. But ihe wutere m ụla Steve je join ya saboteurs. Ndị rere our leader. You can't ask question. You can't ask common question. Ekwensu aba Steve n'ime ọla support evil. In the name of Lord, protect him structure. Structure. Eji were keshi our leader. No worry. Very soon our leader lapta. Ọ ga-enye niile ọsọ. From A to Z. Maka ọmana niile define the goal. Define the goal one. Go the forbidden fruit. You have stained your hand. You have soiled your hand with the evil doers. Very soon, o clear na anya pa. Someone eba nọkwala egwu. Someone eba na afia la rengizi ka be. Ndị amaghị someone eba na ha ncha mara go someone eba. Thank God, thank you guys for advertising that young man. Ọ ga-go worldwide. Ka nne na-akụ mgbịrịgba ya nwere efesi ike. Arrest someone eba. Sign petition against someone eba. Ha far. Ndị petition ha far. Ka nne na-assign anya na-assign kwa nke unu. Onye ka Chike dozie mode bụ HOD ọnwa ya na n'olu ya enwe onye mmadụ ọla emezis ịfọdụ ka ọ dị ka kwacha ọkọ odibo ka nni ukwu gbuoro m ọnwa ka ntie ka ọnwa o tinye ebe ịfọdụ ya onye ahụ ha fụla na latakasịrị anya amụrụ ofu onye ka ọ mee ya he can't do it. DOS, head of director of a state, I'll akwụ gị £4,000 every month. So mụ na gị la fight the stand struggle. I spend my money to create unit. I go evangelism, market to market, preaching Biafra. Ala akwụ gị ụgwọ. Nobody pays me. I work it with my blood and my sweat. I run from here and there, going zonal meeting, going district meeting, going national meeting. I'm going round, doing protests, creating awareness. You never do it once. Email Biafra struggle pota. Ozu arban nkete nele kwugere. Kenye ne festival ijego protest mbo. Can you stand in the police station and speak about Biafra in Nigeria police station? I have done it. Go to Ajuwe police station in Naija, Lagos State. I have gone there and spoke down about where my Biafra flag entered there. DPO Simo, this was well aware in Biafra. I said, yes, Biafra is here. Can you be bold in the front of your enemy and speak about Biafra? I've done that. So don't challenge me about anything in Biafra. We are hardcore. We are born for this. Oba anyị nwa ka egburula ọgụ Biafra. Anyị abịago ọzọ. And anyị abịala with all our being. We have sworn an oath to restore this kingdom. Nothing. Ọ warrant igbu ihe niile na-ekwu ma anyị egbuo ya ha nwụọ. Ma ya bụla Biafra abịara. We must restore it. Ihe ọbụla ọ fụrụ take care on this planet Earth. I must do it. Ala enwe reservoir. Ịghọtago? Anyị kwadoro akwado l'ọgụ a. Ka egburu anyị 1967 amagbu anyị ọzọ. We will live and see this one. If Biafra ka anyị chọrọ achọ bụ uche Ojukwu anyị nweta ya, but if Biafra ke anyị lachụ with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpan anyị na-enweta nke a. Gala elu gala ala, we have taken oath. And oath anyị take is to make sure that law bịara. Lenye teri ebe akwa. Power African rep. Lenye ọ ebe akwa. Post one of the DOS. Omo eziokwu. I love the young man. You can't buy him. You guys can't buy him. He's crying because he knows the truth. He knows the truth. All agba na eziokwu nke na-eme Chike Dozom onye ohi Chinasa Nwoyo abụ mma eji ọfọ one Nigeria list ọ yara control IPOB ndị mmabara ihe dịla IPOB onye mbụ chee ose ojoko osi ebe ọsọ mapụta gadịna akata ha ndị azụ bịara akọrọ m ihe dịla IPOB nsogbu anyị dị mmiri ifuru mmiri ga-ezo ọ ga-ezo n'anya ka m gwa gị Biafra agitation ala fight ọ Igbo by sisi Igbo anyị ga-egbugodi onwe anyị gbuchi onwe anyị ekweta anyị agbakara aka were zọba Biafra ọ bụrụ na anyị egbubedo onwe anyị gbuo onwe anyị yọtị ọ ga Biafra ma abịa a ga-apịagodi ezigbo egbe n'ala Igbo ndị ekweghọla strọgụl a ekwetagodi anyị atụike aka ọnụ wee je fight bịa gbawanị mkpụrụ mmiri pemela amụmụ nzuzu iberibo nke onye Nnewi pejefeli ọsị na South Africa nna enye ofe ogiri kọndọktọ ofe gbuo onwe ya n'aka ewere ofe ogiri onye ofe ogiri nye kọndọktọ ya febezi aka nụ nsogbu anyị nọ n'ọrụ ahụ onye gba ọsọ mpi ya ịghọtago we are here to swear to restore Biafra nothing more enwedị nye ọzọ anyị anọghị ebe to restore the structure anyị anọghị ebe to restore any more this we are here to with oath I take. I don't take any useless oath to restore structure. I take oath to restore my nation Biafra. Never to sabotage the struggle. Never to betray my brother in the struggle. You guys have betrayed. That's why Ono say one after the other. Who nebido go on the POS? Bank ahụ nọ na this thing. Possible o je egbu Simon Ekpan. Now ọmụ bekwa Simon Ekpan je egbu ya. You people will be dying one after the other. Nke ọzọ nọ na amụmụ akara na-achịgharị mụmụ accessory. Akata ha ndị azụ. Ịfọdụ ndị mụ na ha azụ Biafra. Ma Nigeria government ji nọmbịa. Mụ nwanne la anyị ya nwa azụ Biafra eji amaghị m onye ọ bụ. Eji Nigeria government ma onye ọ bụ. But amaghị m onye mụ na ya azụ Biafra. Nsogbu anyị dị ụbọchị nta ka anyị chụọrọ were nchi efere ọgụ a anyị ga-afụ isi ya efere ọgụ anyị afụchala isi ya tangol agụ a na-egbuzi our school men them ha nọ ọfụma ha na-erijuzi nke ebe afọ since anyị si chụpụ Chinasa Nwoyo ọla anya eze ọ bịara ji fake ESN na-egbu our men. Thank God those guys anya ha emepebere ha fụrala all deceive kele deceive all the Nigeria government la powers maka they deceive ke Biafra ke ha deceive ha la fight Biafra, so many of them have been repented ma ke Biafra ke ha la powers ke Nigeria government na sponsors ha ka about ha ji nwa ya le withdraw ebuna ja from that battle if lọrụ anya apụtago ịlachi azụ bụ ịgaliru ndụ ịgaliru Maazị Nnamdi Kanu so ọ bụrụgodị lọọ naanị mmadụ labụ tutọrọ ọ mana ihe ga-anwụ anwụ n'ọrụ akarịrị ihe ga-anwụ na jis Biafra agitation nke ahụ ọsọ ọ bụrụgodị lọọ naanị mmadụ labụ fọrọ n'ụwa ha bụrụ Biafra ha bido ebe raise the nation over the flag na-efesi ike. So we believe so much and strongly with the prophecy of our leader. That is the book of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only Bible I know. When I go to the book of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know any book again. I quote according to his quotation. Who know road? Follow who know road. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu mara the road. On hand there the road, the road map to Simon Ekpan. And we are going according to the instruction. Biafra is here. Is Biafra or nothing? Have you forgot that word? Biafra or nothing? We still stand there. Biafra or nothing. Nothing else. That is where we stand though. Till tomorrow. Biafra is coming next year. Delete the voice note. I'm still a man.
Those who sold Motsi Nnamdi Kanu are having sleepless nights and getting more agitated out of frustration. All the attacks to bring down Motsi Simon Ekpa have failed as more and more DOS defenders repent. They already understand that IPOB autopilot is going nowhere until Biafra is fully restored. The Chika Idosium DOS has spearheaded the smear campaign against Motsi Simon Ekpa and they have not stopped. It is already clear to all that these political characters in IPOB had other plans than Biafra, but what we are promising them is we are here to restore Biafra either peacefully or otherwise. All of you career activists trying to use the Biafra agitation as a political tool are in for a shock. Motsi Nnamdi Kanu has finished his work, but as far as life exists on this planet, nothing can stop the freedom of Biafra. It is Biafra or nothing regardless of Barrister Ejiofor's nonsense. So all those who are still opposed to Motsi Simon Ekpa better search their conscience. Here Motsi Emeka Livingstone shed more light on this. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our new channel. You can see the link in the description. Like, share and hit the notification button to get notified about new content. Thanks for watching.
Let's go. Another one. So there's this very important message and information I actually want to pass across to all of our people back home and the ones also in diaspora. The issue going on concerning Simon Ekpa and a barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. That's why I actually came online right now to talk to our people, and so that we can have a reasonable ground to understand what is actually going on. We know that since our able leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in the detention, has been in the prison, they keep tossing him back and forth. Even when Nigerian government has nothing to hold on to against him, when they had nothing to prove against him, even when they knew they kidnapped him from Kenya and put him in a prison. But in a couple of days now, it has been trending in social media concerning Simon Ekpa. Everybody, all the Igbo elite, both Ohaneze Ndibo and some major players in IPOB a forum, and some major people that has nothing to do with the struggle, and the ones that has to also do something going on, and the ones that also has something to do with the struggle. A lot of people have been saying that Simon Ekpa should be arrested. My question is this: why do you support that agenda for Simon Ekpa to be arrested? Yes, Simon Ekpa said sit at home. The sit at home issue has been going on for a long time. Nobody has talked about arresting anyone. But now, we all knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. And in between that, Peter Obi has proven himself to be one Nigeria that will liberate Nigeria from dungeon or darkness or whatever. I don't want to even use a sarcastic word. I'm trying to select my words right here. I'm making this video for the world to see the injustice going on. Simon Ekpa said, sit at home. Some supported it, some did not support it. Why is it more important now for Simon Ekpa to be arrested? Why is it now more important for Simon Ekpa, for some group of people led by Ifeanyi Ejiofor to write to Finnish embassy for Simon Ekpa to be arrested? Simon Ekpa is a Finnish citizen, Finland citizen. What make you think you want to arrest him? Let me ask you this question. What Simon Ekpa said, sit at home. You found it so offensive. But do remember this. Couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, all right? Because I'm very sure this is not even up like a month ago. 2 weeks ago, go and do your research. Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all of them, in the name of their cattle, whatever, went to Enugu Ezike, slaughter people, kill people. The soldiers were not, they did not come. Police did not show up. DSS did not show up. But a group of Pali ESN went there, rescued the people they were killing, and dealt with the terrorists. What was the reaction from the federal government? Why will ESN go and defend those people? Then the soldiers went and started burning the houses of the victims that Fulani herdsmen went to attack. Why will this military, Nigerian army, federal government go back to the same village, to the community, and start destroying people's property? This is a clue to let you know that Fulani herdsmen are government. Fulani herdsmen works for Nigerian government. Why is it? I don't understand the kind of society we are trying to build. We are fighting that Biafra should stand as a nation. ESN went to defend Biafran land against invaders. A Nigerian army went and begins to burn the same people they were supposed to be protecting against Boko Haram. Do you now understand what I'm saying? In this gameplay, where is Barrister Ejiofor in all this thing? Barrister Ejiofor, let me ask you I pray that YouTube make this video viral, and the people out there listening to me, please, I beg you, make this video viral. Send this message to Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor, have you sued Boko Haram to court? Have you sued Fulani herdsmen to court? Why going against Simon Ekpa? Why going against Simon Ekpa? Do you have a special benefit with Nigerian government? Or is there something that we don't know that is being negotiated with you and them? Because you're acting strange. A lot of people are talking about it, saying all manner of ill things. Yes, I do understand. Our brother, Peter Obi, will do awesomely great. No doubt about it. I love him. I love Peter Obi. But will Peter Obi rule Nigeria? That is the question. Will Peter Obi win the election? 100% no doubt. Yes, he's going to win. That is me. Confidently, I can beat my chest and say yes. But will Peter Obi rule the election? Physically, he can win. Internally, when the vote is counted by INEC, that is where they will toss the whole thing. Are you going to walk into the room with them? Will Peter Obi go into INEC to sit down? Even the people that Peter Obi will send there will be giving, they don't even give them Ghana, they should knock them dollar and open domicile account for them. Buy them houses in Beverly Hills in the United States. Buy them good trust houses in the United Kingdom. They want to live in Manchester. They want to live in Liverpool. They want to live here in the United States. Buy a private ranch. Live a very good life. What makes you think that the agenda of Islamization want to succumb to the betterness of Nigeria? Do you understand that the disarray Nigerian gets, that is the benefit of these people? As soon as Nigerian gets still getting disarrayed, that is where they benefited from. There is one Igbo adage, they say the poverties of the poor people in the land is the rich and the wealthy of the rich. Do you understand this game? Do you now understand that there are two major players now in the north? They have found a very large tons of oil and gas in the northern region. Has every Nigerian been educated about this oil? No, they are still worrying about the oil in Niger Delta. That's where they're still focusing on. Meanwhile, the oil in the north can serve for over 1 million years. So much oil. But something happened, I will tell you. The 19 northern states, I will make it easy so that you will understand. People, I don't understand how they thought about people and how Nigerian thinks. And African things too. There is a northern, in all the states in Nigeria, 19 northern states formed alliance and created a company, an organization. All right. So now they came up with a memo that their company will be the one in charge of that oil found in the north. So what it means in a layman language is that when the oil is sold, which the oil has already been sold now in the international market, the tax will be paid into Nigeria, while the profit of the oil will go into the 19 states only. As House of Assembly talked about this, because, well, let me tell you, there is a small chunk of percentage that will be shared among all those old people and all those young men and women that sit around that House of Assembly. So you get the game. But it had nothing to do or to affect the life of the poor on the street of the north either. Neither does it have anything to affect those young ones and the poor ones in the southern region of the same country called Nigeria. That is the game. They are not ready to build no refinery. Refinery has already been built in Niger. Go to Njamazi in Niger, you will see the big refinery. They are not going to hire Nigerians. They are going to hire Nigerians and hire Malians to build, to work in their refinery. That is how wicked this book. These guys are from Sahel. How can a tons of tiny chunk of people come from Sahel and dominate you and give you condition? Ohaneze, I want to ask you, are you not big enough to stand for Igbo people? Ohaneze, are you guys not big enough to go around the whole eastern region and unify your people and come out in one concrete evidence, one concrete plan, come out with one concrete stuff that makes sense, and let those people understand that no, enough is enough. Stop killing my people, stop fighting my people, or we will go. Or you are waiting for Peter Obi to come and rule. Let me tell you one thing. Let assume Peter Obi rule Nigeria 4 years. Will Peter Obi rule the next 8 years? Let assume he will rule the next 8 years. Think about it. Dubai as a nation was built from 1985. Go and check it out. And before 1995, all right, Dubai has already become a kingdom. That means all the whole province around and every totality agreed in one consent. Can Peter Obi build Nigeria to be Dubai in 8 years? Without a proper agreement, how will Peter Obi negotiate with all those northern elites? How will Peter Obi negotiate with the southern elite? Even the eastern elite, you see what they are doing. Even Anambra State governor tackling Peter Obi for no reason. Do you now understand the enemy within? Sending messages to the enemy outside. I'm calling the rats inside, negotiating with the ones outside, telling them how to tackle you. That is what they go through. Like I said, I won't make this video so long. I'm gonna just leave it right there for you people to like make your decision, and also comment on the comment section, and let's go forward from there. Okay, you will see again another video from me. Thank you and God bless. Make sure you share this video. And please make sure you share this video. Click on the subscription button, subscribe. There is a thumbs up button that says this way. Thumbs up on that button, and you will be so that we can get at it. Okay, we can get at it, and that will give us more encouragement to make more awesome videos like this. And besides, I'm trying to come up with another new concept, but this has to be, I will relate to everyone what that concept is, so that we can be able to have like multiple channels and be able to talk more. And if there's something topic you want me to discuss about, or topic you want me to look into from this forum.
Good afternoon, dear friends. God bless you. It's quite some time I've not been around. I've been around, but I didn't come out on Facebook. I've been watching people talk, because a lot of times too, you learn from the information you get from people or interactions when you discuss with people. So I want to remind, that's the topic of this discussion, all those who are opposed to Mazi Simon Ekpa should look into their conscience. Somebody made a very nice presentation. He said that if the Igbo elites are asking for Simon Ekpa to be extradited and brought to Nigeria as a terrorist, the question he's asking them is, what will be their accusation against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because Simon Ekpa is a disciple, a follower, an ardent follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since Nnamdi Kanu was illegally abducted or renditioned or stolen from us, Simon Ekpa has consistently spoken against that act of terrorism and asking the whole world to hold the Nigerian government accountable for abduction. So if you are accusing Simon Ekpa of being a terrorist, what are you going to say concerning Nnamdi Kanu? Because until Nnamdi Kanu came into the picture, Simon Ekpa was busy going his own business and was a Nigerianist. It is to show you how wicked some Igbos are. God will punish you people because you hate the truth and you don't want us to be liberated from the problems we found ourselves in. Somebody told me a story about the Igbos. He said there used to be a great king in Igbo land in those days, before Igbos expanded or brought in people like from Igodo or other areas. That in those days there used to be a great Igbo king. He was so great that the British could not subdue him. And this Igbo man had a council of elders. So the whites wanted to penetrate this Igbo man. They couldn't. He was very witty and very strong and very committed in defense of the Igbo land. So they had to go through his council of elders and began to bribe them. At bribing them, those men now turned against the king, and the king became powerless, and he was extradited. He was sent into exile. I've forgotten what he was there, I think to Calabar or something. And this man was so humiliated by that because his council sold him. He turned around and laid a curse and said, for he being the king of this throne in defense of Igbo land, and you people gathered and were bought over by the British and you have sold him. He said that betrayal shall never stop in Igbo land for what you have done. Sabo shall never stop. It will be your undoing. I don't know how true that information is. But if you look at what has happened successfully in Igbo land, you will understand with me that Sabo betrayal has been the hallmark of Igbo people against those leaders who want to do a good job. You have a man like Joe Ibokwe. You have Ohaneze. You have politicians in Igbo land. You have a person like Ifeanyi Uba, who was giving money to betray his brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have people who formerly were total Biafrans, and the moment Obi came, they abandoned the Biafran cause and became obedient. You have Igbos who are only interested in why should it be you and not me, an Igbo man, and then did everything to betray you and take over. Those Igbos that have sold us to the Fulanis, that we don't, the Fulanis have no regard for us again, because we sold ourselves out. For money, a piece of bread, we're able to sell our birthright. That is the sad situation of the Igbo people. That is why you are despised. One of the reasons why you are despised in Nigeria, not just because of your industry, but your so much attachment to the value of whatever you are doing financially. Once that is gotten, anybody is expendable. That is why it breaks the heart that Dave Umahi, Ifeanyi Uba, could collect money and get a young man from Bise who sold his brother out. This brother Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the Igbos to be free from colonial and Fulani domination. That is why a person like Nyangodo can come out openly and tell the Fulani people that if they are going to kill any Fulani man in Igbo land, they should kill him first. Meanwhile, these same Fulanis are killing Igbos in Igbo land, killing them in the north. Nyangodo cannot talk because he has been bribed, he has been blessed, he has sold his birthright out. When you see me talk and I'm angry, bear with me. It breaks my heart. That is the reason why a person like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe will refuse to speak for Biafra in the international community and was advocating for one Nigeria. Why? There were promises. Oh. And so those of you who are planning that Simon Ekpa should be arrested, with all people who raise these stories are Igbos, to bring Ekpa down. Simon Ekpa is a man who understands the mind of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He does quite all right and knows what he thinks. And in an occasion, presented it before Onyendu spoke. And when Onyendu was speaking, he said, he is finding it difficult to get words to speak, for all he wanted to say has been spoken by Simon Ekpa. Counsel in the heart of a man is like deep waters. It is only a man of understanding that can draw it out. Simon understands the heartbeat of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and therefore he could draw from Nnamdi Kanu's heart, even without Onyendu talking, to make a presentation on a platform whereby when Onyendu came to talk, he now confessed, all I would have said, this young man has said it, because Simon Ekpa. You know, I told the DOS people, the defunct DOS, I told them, you people only enjoy Nnamdi Kanu's message. You have not linked yourself into the spirit that governs Nnamdi Kanu. If you link into it, you will never for once compromise Nnamdi Kanu's position on the Biafran project. But you people did not understand Nnamdi Kanu's mind. You were busy enjoying his messages. You saw him as a meal ticket or as an ATM card. A real and true freedom fighter does not depend on the movement to feed him and pay his house rent. He spends his money because he knows it's the sacrifice he makes towards his freedom. You cannot be enjoying your freedom while you are still looking for it. I was in an occasion yesterday, and I was discussing with some Igbo people. And I was asking them, if you are supporting DOS or you are one Nigeria, how could your principal be out of circulation for 24 hours and you don't know his whereabouts, yet you are his HOD, DOS? 24 hours, 48 hours, 36 hours, 72 hours, 84 hours, 96 hours, 120 hours. You had no idea where Onyendu was. And you kept quiet. You did not raise the alarm. And you said, you are working with Onyendu as a member of DOS. God will punish you. I said that God will punish you for betrayal. Anybody that betrayed Judas, he hung himself. None of you will go free. We are not going to kill you, but we know that God will punish you people. You will die of diseases, incurable diseases. No man of God on earth can pray you out of it until you come out and make your confession with your mouth. And then they began to change their attention towards Simon Ekpa, who has come up with Onyendu's heartbeat. I understand. A few days before Onyendu was kidnapped, he had planned to declare Simon Ekpa next in command, his deputy, because they had asked Onyendu to appoint a deputy. He had members who were in DOS. Those were not his deputy, those were his lieutenants. And you have heard Onyendu say several times that I don't have up to about 15 people that I can count on in this Biafran struggle. He had about 500 men surrounding him. He said, I can't find up to 15. Onyendu once said that what I have around me are women. There are no men around me. It was clear, he was saying it. And then there was this disciple of his all the way in Finland, whose heart is committed and tied to Onyendu's heart. And when they saw that Onyendu wanted to appoint him as his deputy, one of them complained to his girlfriend that their anger against Simon Ekpa was this: how would they have suffered? And today Onyendu is coming to appoint him and give him such a luscious position. Does it mean they have wasted their time? So his reason why he was in the struggle was about what he will gain personally, not the sacrifice he will make for the Biafran liberation. Now, this Simon Ekpa has been doing a good job. Do you think that Americans are not aware Simon Ekpa is talking? Do you think that the Americans are not aware where I'm staying with my family? Do you think that the American people don't know me? They know me very well. They know me very, very well. Emeka Livingstone is in the American system. They know me very well from the court of law. And so, if I were a terrorist, they will arrest me. They know where I'm living. It's a very simple thing. And America will not tolerate terrorism, just like Emeka Livingstone will never tolerate terrorism. What they are even waiting for is for us to show ourselves capable of fighting our battle. Then they will come in to support us and defend us against this marauding Fulani headsmen and wicked government that has employed Boko Haram to kill us, and useless politicians that have sold themselves out, and those gullible, aimless obedience. No, Onyendu could not have kept his intention secret, and even if he did, Biafra FEK, let me tell you, Onyendu's phone was tapped. A very high-powered individual in IPOB sworn oath members called me personally on phone and gave me the whole information. When you talk about somebody that was close to Onyendu, if you count one, that person should be the next person, or that person should be the first person before the next person. That person I'm telling you of should be the first person before any other person. Told me in confidence that Onyendu had planned to bring in Simon Ekpa. But these guys tapped his phone. So while he's talking, they are listening. Everything he was saying, and made sure that didn't come to pass. One of them even said that he's very angry with Onyendu, that Onyendu does not listen to them because they didn't want Simon Ekpa on board. Because Simon Ekpa was not going to tolerate this attitude where monies are gotten and used for their personal problems, bleeding Biafrans dry as they make their contribution for the movement. $50, $100 out of the meager incomes that they get, and in the midst of too many expenses they have to meet with both in Europe and home. All these monies were collected. Then a group of wolves surrounding Onyendu, both men and women, were busy putting their hands on the till, receiving money, building houses and hotels, living big, cooking food, soup that is worth $500 a pot of soup. They knew Simon Ekpa will not take it. Ejiofor knew that Simon Ekpa will not bow. You know, all those other boys saw themselves as inferior persons to Ejiofor. They saw themselves as boys, as a lawyer. And therefore, he could use his finger and turn them around. They were grateful to be in the league of the top guys in Biafra then. So Simon Ekpa was to come and spoil show because his presence will checkmate Ejiofor's excesses and his lies and deceits. Yes, those around Onyendu were belly-minded people. Their God was their belly. And so, they did not, even Ejiofor himself had to say it to Onyendu. When he was in detention, Onyendu reiterated what he said before. Go and tell Simon Ekpa immediately he should take over the reins of leading the Biafrans to victory, not only speaking on Radio Biafra. And Ejiofor told Onyendu, you're mentally deranged. It's like what the torture they gave you has made you lose your mind. Never you forget that, Biafrans. If you forget it, it means you are very foolish people. Never you forget that comment that Ejiofor made. He told Onyendu, our leader, it's like you're mentally deranged. Onyendu, our leader, as intelligent as that man is, a young man that God gave wisdom, a young man whose heartbeat is for his people. That's what Ejiofor told him, and was so that he could control. Ejiofor left his job as a legal practitioner into delving into IPOB leadership and beginning to control to the extent that commanders come to his house and go. That will tell you how he was manipulating his way into ditching Onyendu to take over. Only God knew what was in this man's mind, and it was aborted. Today, they are all angry. They want Simon Ekpa out. And the moment you remove Simon Ekpa, Onyendu has been locked up. The Biafran project dies. All the obedience will start jumping up. You cannot get a political solution in this problem. That is how foolish and stupid people are, that the Fulani man will never give you leadership. The last thing they will do in this world is to give leadership to Obi. They will never do it. The other day, Ohaneze came out and condemned openly the killings in Ehamufu. Why did they start condemning it? It's a long time this thing happened. They never made mention of anything. They kept quiet. Simply because we had a meeting with World Igbo leaders, and they came out and made their declaration condemning what the Fulani men did in Ehamufu. Ohaneze now is beginning to see themselves being left out in the cold. They want to join in the foray of those who, in the fray of those who are now speaking for Biafra, but they have killed our people. That is why I don't believe the Ohaneze people. They are liars. They are fake people. Ohaneze in diaspora, the Igbo leaders in diaspora, came up and said, we had a meeting with them. We made our points clear to them that the Biafran project is not something you have to negotiate. No. We want out so that we could look into ourselves and see what we can do to safeguard our people and guarantee our future. Yes, Chukwuemeka Peters, I heard what Gumi said. Gumi said that the terrorists, that the Northerners should stop voting for politicians who arrest terrorists. That these terrorists are their warriors. Gumi said it. Where is Soludo to speak? Chineke Oroku Soludo. Where is Peter Obi to speak? Chineke Buchunu Nilono. Gumi said, Gumi is the federal government recognized negotiator to Boko Haram. Fulani headsmen. Gumi came out boldly in Nigeria and said that those politicians who are against terrorists should not be voted for those terrorists are their warriors. Oh, and you stupid man from Obedient, you are saying that you somehow you believe Obi is going to win the election, then you come and stay. All you are looking for is a slot to be president. You don't care how many Igbos are killed in the process of you being the president. No, it's not going to happen. Obi will never be the president of Nigeria. Even though we're not interested. So you begin to see the comments which these people are making is beginning to make Ohaneze come to their senses. Does it mean Ohaneze was not aware of all this? They were aware. But they are cowards. They are cowards. I get Joe Tali when the time comes. Not every one of you that spoke against Onyendu, against Biafra, against Simon Ekpa, you will pay for it. Every wicked plan you did, every activity, you will not go free. When we finished liberating ourselves, we're going to look inward. Because if we had allowed you, you would have sold us out forever. The enslavement would have continued unabated forever. The raping of our girls would have continued forever. The killing of our men would have continued forever. As long as you have money, you can send your children overseas. I was listening to Simon Ekpa talk the other day, and he was exposing Ima Powerful. Oh my God. All these guys were efulefus. They were just there for business. Chika Leonard said he heard that Obiozo is dead. I will not be surprised. Let me tell you the truth. Simon Ekpa, I'll say what he want, what I wanted to say, what he said. I'll say it after. Listen. The world Igbo leaders are aware of it. Biafra, FEK, they are aware of it. They are aware of what Gumi said. It's on social platforms, social media. They are aware of it. Anybody who is fighting Simon Ekpa in this project is working against God, is working against Onyendu, is working against the Igbo people. That person will die. I'm not cursing you. I am telling you, if you are not greater than God. If you heard that Obiozo is dead, don't be surprised. If you heard that Nyanwodu is dead, don't be surprised. We are not going to kill them. We don't kill people. Like the young man who went to Juju, and they told him to shoot the man he wants to shoot. He took the picture of Simon Ekpa or whatever and shot. At the end of the day, the man slumped and died. Are you not learning any lesson? Not one, because you are trying to frustrate God's program for his people. Therefore, you shall be taken out of the way. I am telling you, and every pastor that calls Peter Obi to pray for him, listen to me, God is not in his ministry. God may have been there before when he was running the ministry. But a time came to prove God, because God knows everybody. And as they were running the ministry, he allowed them to be running with all the wicked wayo they have at the back of their minds until Biafra came up. And suddenly you began to see those pastors for whom they are. Those ministries are dead. God no longer works there. They are evil people, those ministers of the gospel who call P2B and pray for him, they are evil men. They used to be good Christians before, when it was about preaching the gospel. But God, who knows them very well, didn't want to raise anything, because a house cannot be divided against itself. But a time will come when God will prove them. It was the Biafran issue. And you see men of God who are insensitive to the fact that members of his church have their sisters raped by Fulanis, their husbands butchered, their relatives killed, their houses burnt down. They don't care. These men had turned to evil. It was like the disobedient young prophet that God told him, go and prophesy to this altar. When you come from east, go through west, or if you come from north, go through south. The prophet, after prophesying, did not do as God told him. So at the initial stage, he did his work as a prophet. But in the later stage, he became an enemy of God. And God dumped him. It was a lion that ate him up, killed him. A lion killed him. The same thing with Solomon. When God appointed him, appeared to him twice. At the end of Solomon's life, Solomon died an unbeliever. So these men of God you are seeing, they are ungodly men. They may have been committed Christians who prayed and fasted with us in those days, prophesied, sought the face of God. But a time will come when God will prove every man. The Biafran issue came up. All of them. Why I keep calling Paul Enenche is that his brother is a retired 5-star general in Obi's campaign team. He was the army spokesperson when Onyendu's house was invaded in Operation Python Dance and they killed 28 people. Paul Enenche did not call his brother and say, this thing you are saying is wrong before God. He kept quiet. And his brother has retired as a 5-star general. That is why I speak against him, that his pulpit is polluted, because he called Obi to pray for him. He advocates for one Nigeria, where in Benue State, his people are being killed on a daily basis. The same thing with Amsel and Madibuko. These are evil men that will not speak the truth, speak against evil in the land, damn the consequences, and tell God of heaven, you have appointed me to speak the truth, even if it means at the expense of my life and ministry. I'm standing on the ground where you have called me. Oh God, this is what you have told me. Let them kill me. They refused in their wisdom to safeguard their ministry so that they'll be alive in the next 20 years and enjoy. Then those of us who are talking, when they kill us along the line, they say, foolish people, they don't know how to apply wisdom. We are not working with the wisdom of this world. Who cares if I die? Am I better than Biafrans that starved during the war? Or those girls that were raped and killed? Or those young men that were butchered? Am I better than them? The other day, Khan went to Asorok or whatever, I don't know, I don't care, to celebrate the fake Buhari's 80-year anniversary. Hi, hello man. God will punish all of you, Khan pastors. You are wicked men. All of you will suffer the consequences of your deceit, treachery, and lies, hypocrisy. You all know that Buhari is dead. Osibanjo, God will punish you. As the vice president of Nigeria, you know that Buhari is dead. On how many occasions have Buhari celebrated his birthday? His wife has refused to attend. And this last one, none of his children came for the birthday because Aisha knows that that man is not the husband. That they took a man from Niger. That is why Ruben Abati's television station shall collapse. He's a rubbish man. He doesn't speak the truth. That is why I have no respect for Patu Tomi, who is one Nigeria. Abati was part of. That is why I have no respect for. Is it Okoli, whatever? Was a this day newspaper editor and a great man in those days. Abati worked under him that time. I don't have respect for all this wicked devilish men. Listen, forget about the education. It is what constitutes them inside. Forget about the big grammar. Forget about their qualification. Forget about their connection. These men are evil men. They are not men that have standards and policies. Who can... Patu told me started right from 20-something. He was a great Nigerian. Picked up by Shagari. So you can imagine how brilliant Patu Tomi was. But he's not the same. When the time comes to make decisions that has to do with people, these men back down. They can't stand the test of time. That's why a man like Fani Kayode speaks from two sides of his mouth. It's not reliable. That's why a man like Joe Bokwe can come out openly on Facebook and be telling his wife that you were begging me to fuck you. You gave me gonorrhea. You can't follow such men. They have no moral basis. These men don't have substance. They have education, but they are useless and shallow. They are not the men you can follow. That is why you have a person like you, Ledochie. All the thing he acts on Facebook, on Nollywood, is either 419 level or ritual killing or people that do one evil or the other. For all his education, he couldn't write a movie that will promote Igbo culture or speak against violence in the land, the consequences. That's why a person like Andy, Fadiama, what's the name of this lousy fellow? What's his name? He acted living Kenneth Okonkwo. He's a useless fellow. He has a PhD. What has that got to do with it? It's not somebody you can rely on. You can't take his word to the bank. This year he's with this party, the next one he has changed, he has jumped with no ideology, nothing. That is why you cannot follow a man like Peter Obi, who will tell you that the ideology he has is the same thing with that of Atiku Abubakar. So, oh Biafrans, listen to me. Simon Ekpa may not be very fluent in speaking English, but he has common sense. My bishop once told me, he said, Mecca, I may not be popular, but I'm durable. Simon Ekpa is durable. Onyendu is durable. Peter Obi is not durable. Kenneth Okonkwo is not durable. Ifeanyi Ubah is not durable. These are powerful forces that if I am kept in a place where I don't have protection, they can come and kill me and take me away any moment. Because in their hearts they are evil. They want to kill you and take over. Who are you to talk to them? But they are mortal men. One day they will die. They will come before God for judgment. No amount of confession, no amount of rico you will do that will make you go free from the blood you have shed, the blood of the poor innocents. God will punish all of you. I have been thinking over what's been going on these few days, and my mind has been filled with sorrow and pain, anguish and grief. That pastors gathered to go and celebrate Buhari's birthday, they are aware that this man does not exist. That's why I said Nigeria is a lie. And Ansele Madibuko is praying for Peter Obi to be the president of a lie. That means Ansele Madibuko is advancing lies and deceit. He is a liar too. The Bible says, who is he that is a liar? Any man that does not believe that Jesus is come in the flesh. Do you know that the coming of Jesus is not just that he came to Israel? It is that he came in the flesh to die for people, believers, unbelievers, so that all of us will become believers. And those people he died for are being killed in a daily basis in a contraption that has no regard for human life. And you are praying that that entity should continue. Therefore, you are contrary to the plans of Jesus because they are killing people. You can't speak against it. You are a liar. You don't believe in Jesus. If you do, he went to the cross and laid down his life. You are supposed to speak the truth at the expense of your ministry. Let God lift you up and defend you. No, you cannot. The monies you get buys you good shoes, nice dresses, good cars. You eat good food. Why would you go and be talking Do you know people you have mentored? Do I know them that will come around that need your help and the monies they give, your fat bank account? You cannot afford to waste that in Nigeria. And therefore, you will compromise. And at compromising, you are contrary to Christ. You are a liar. You don't believe that Jesus is come in the flesh. All you men of God that went to that program, you are evil men. God will punish all of you. You are devilish. Because the man that you went to celebrate does not exist. You know very well. You know very well. Osinbajo is a very wicked man. He should have been the president of Nigeria today, if not that they put him under pressure to accept a man from Niger who is not Buhari. Osinbajo didn't have balls to come out to speak. It is a shame. Osinbajo has disappointed the Christian faith and has disappointed the legal profession. Osinbajo should go and hide his wicked face in shame. He's an evil man. He knows that Buhari is dead. And he's supposed to be the president of Nigeria. But they put him under pressure. And he was advised, why don't you keep quiet? Finish up this administration with them. Receive your gratuity or whatever, your pension. Enjoy the money the rest of your life. Governors, why not keep quiet? Because if you talk, we'll send EFCC after you. Everything you have done will expose you. So, but keep quiet. You are free to loot. Nothing will happen. And the governors agreed to loot. And as they are looting, they are mortgaging the lives of the people that voted them in. And the Fulanis invaded their land. Some people here are saying, hey, why are they killing our people in Igbo land? We are killing our people. I tell them, are you stupid? We don't kill people. Let me tell you, for the last time, you idiots that ask stupid questions. IPOB autopilot don't kill people. We don't kill our people. We kill Fulanis who come into our land to kill our people. And we don't kill them directly. We have our ESN that are there to safeguard our periphery. So when the ESN engage the Fulanis, the Mieti Alas, all these wicked men in our land coming to kill our people, we gave them full permission to engage them and defend our people from being killed. But we did not tell ESN go into those people's land to kill them, and they have not gone there. So we rose up in defense of our nation. That's number one. Number two, Ebubagu is a security outfit formed by the 5 Eastern state governors. Their first chairman was Dave Umahi, if I'm not mistaken. Their main intention was to fight against ESN and kill any IPOB member they know and brand him a terrorist. And so the governors raised up a team to kill our people. You stupid people that ask stupid questions here now. I've given you 2. The next person that kill our people are the Nigerian security force and agencies, whether army or DSS, that are complicit to the activities of terrorists in our territory. They took in repented Boko Haram men, gave them army uniforms and ID cards, and sent them to the east to come and kill us. They are the one killing our people. So what we are doing is to defend them from all these wicked people. Another one is the Dead Men Squad that was formed. And I wonder why it was formed when we had ESN by Onyendo. Why should a lieutenant of Onyendo form the Dead Men Squad? Those are the men that kill our people. Now, the people that form the Dead Men Squad are those that go out and tell the Nigerian government, they mention this man's name, mention this man's name. Within a few days, the DSS will go after them and kill them. Those are the men that kill the Igbo people. The men that kill Igbo people, I'm telling you, have go kill. Ohaneze have blood in their hands. Because the reason why they came to be Ohaneze is to be an apex cultural organization that represents the Igbo community, both nationally and internationally. So that where anything wrong is going, they will get up and speak. The Igbos can run under their umbrella for protection, like you have the Northern Elders Council. Or you have the Arewa, and you have the that of Yoruba, forgotten their, somebody remind me. But Ohaneze will rather defend Fulani headsmen than protecting Igbo people. And Ohaneze have risen up against Nnamdi Kanu, rose up against Simon Ekpa. And Ohaneze have risen up against the youths of the land, that they gather our youths and kill them. Ohaneze does not say anything. They are those who are killing the Igbos. It's not Amotekun. Is it Amotekun? The Yoruba's cultural district, which Abraham and Adesanya was their leader. Somebody remind me. Samuel Aneto, don't worry. This man, you know, Samuel Ekpa has been telling them that anybody that rises against him, God will kill him. You know, I am a man of God, so Jesus died for that guy who is abusing me. So if I speak and he dies, now God will honor my word, but God will ask me, is he not at variance with my son that I sent to die? Even you, Emeka Livingstone, before you got born again, you were a wicked sinner, very wicked unbeliever. Thank you, Afani Fere. Thank you, Ebero Kafo. You told me you were a very wicked unbeliever, that in your wickedness, I still died for you and gave you a chance to repent. So why do I curse this man? I won't. But if Simon Ekpa curses them, they will die. And I will say amen. I know curse them all, but the point is they are working against God's will. So the man that is handling the road, leading the children of Biafra into victory, if he turns around and curses you, the curse will stay. You see, this Biafran project is not a careless thing. It's something that is spiritually very, very implicating. Be very careful. You that is talking, you that is abusing me, that Clement is rebuking, you may just die of any kind of sickness. You don't know what killed you. Your life ends. I'm not saying you are going to die, yo. I'm not cursing you. Don't get me wrong. The Lord God of heaven knows. He did not call me to curse people. But I am telling you, as you are there calling me an old fool, if I open my mouth to speak against you, you will not be old in your wisdom. But I'm not going to curse you, so let that pass. Let it pass. No anger. Emma Powerful sells, is it electronic gadgets in Ghana? No wonder each time this man posts something on Facebook, I read the English, I begin to wonder, say, this guy who is writing this and trying to speak big grammar, that this guy got alcohol, but well, Beke is not a language. Maybe some people may not know how to speak or write, but they are wise, they are intelligent. Until Simon Ekpa exposed Emma Afuku, a phone charger and battery. That's what Emma Elahigu SF. What is his real name? The face was not known until we showed his face to the whole world. Those are the people that were around Onyendu. What program has this man for Biafran people? He charges phones, maybe sells batteries, second-hand batteries or new ones. What plan does this kind of man have for the Biafra? No wonder Onyendu only work. That is why I feel bad with myself. And all of us here who believe in Onyendu, I feel offended with both you and myself. Where were you? Where was I? Where were both of us when Onyendu was looking for people? He would not have surrounded himself with people like Chike Doziem them. He would have surrounded himself with people like Hima Powerful. That's why what took him 10 years to accomplish, it took us 1 year plus. Because we understand the struggle, the liberation, the challenges of being free. And we are putting our money, our intellect, our prayers, our time, our effort. And you idiot have the temerity to abuse Simon Ekpa. Emma, let me still use the word, powerful. They said he's also a shoemaker. He charges phones. Bakara Dingum, that is Bakara Dingum, that's what it says in Ghana. Somebody says he sells mobile phone and accessories. And people in his financial status are prone to receive money from the zoo politicians to sabotage. So of course he needs money. A powerful needs money. A man that sells phones, if you approach him with 10 million naira, he will bow. He needs the money. He's a man that doesn't have substance. That is the man that was the spokesperson for the Biafran struggle. Kai! Alomel. How do you expect to get anything reasonable? Look at that bunch of crap. Those guys, they are craps. Metal craps. People that have nothing to offer. They are metals, but they are crap. They need to be melted to bring out one good thing, and nothing good will come out of them, because as you melt the metal, you get dross. That's the man that was speaking for Biafra. On Anoji's cell phone. Na Ghana. Na Anoji's shoe. What does he have to offer? Hello, Melo. Hello, Melo. Egoni Nefaweta is just to promote themselves, eat money. They were not interested in the Biafran struggle. Ohaneze is not interested in the Biafran struggle. Don't be surprised when you hear these Ohaneze guys, they are dying one by one. Fanamusi. Masinam the Kanu really suffered. He suffered in the hands of these evil, wicked men. Today, they are friends to Iken Goruagu, who abused Nnamdi Kanu's father's throne, his family. This same Uruagu supports and defends the Nigerian military against us. This guy supports Soludo and the Anambra State government. They are now campaign personnel to see political solution using these politicians. Yes, somebody here says he can access attachments in South Africa. Hello, Melo. This is the man that Chidi Nwanyangu went and appeared in his program. Regardless of Chidi Nwanyangu's education, he has nothing to offer. He is trash. Crap. Chidi Nwanyangu is a disappointment to the academic community. Anyway, that you have a PhD or a medical doctor does not mean you have common sense. The same Chidi Nwanyangu is a Nigerianist supporting Showore. He says he's a Biafran. All these guys were around Nnamdi Kanu. They saw him as a meal ticket. And they were the first guys up for Buruburu. Buruburu has said, hey, Eba Kaino, I get Riego. I get Mutego Eba here. That is why we have come to this position. For if you and I have been there for Onyendu as of that time, we would have gotten Biafra long ago. That is why I blame us. Both you, I made you okay. I blame you. I blame myself. Kingsley, Prisoner, I blame you. I blame myself. Chika Liva Onora, I blame you. I blame myself. All of us made mistakes. Where were you? Where was I? What we are suffering today in Biafra, we out of our neglect. I even blame Simon Ekpa. I blame him. He didn't appear on time. I blame Azuka. All of us. Emma Powerful has resigned. We will know. Because Simon Ekpa is in the business of exposing evil and at the same time advancing the Biafran cause. If you rise against Simon Ekpa, you will fall. He has told you. And that thing he has said, he made a comment against Madam Bridget. And I told her, I said, this comment that Simon Ekpa made, no man of God in this world can change that prayer. As far as I am standing serving God in truth and in spirit, the Bible says that wickedness shall not thrive in the land forever. Until you come back and confess your sin to the hearing of the whole world, that curse on you shall never be removed. If your legs are swelling up now, that's your problem. I'm so sorry for you, but there's nothing I can do to help you. Even if I pray, God will not answer. I cannot counter that prayer because you did evil. There is another guy whom I was told, somebody went and was announcing him that he has come back to the Biafran project. This guy insulted Simon. You must come up plain and confess all your wickedness and lies against Simon and IPOB autopilot, and you'll be forgiven openly before you can be accepted. Because even if you go through the back door, you can make it in this autopilot. We did not accept you, never. As I'm here today, if I speak against autopilot, against Simon Ekpa, if I don't open my mouth to confess, it will kill me. But forget about man of God. Man of God, no reach this one. No matter how anointed you are not Jesus. And if Jesus Christ, the Son of God, could go and die on the cross in obedience to his Father's will, if he had disobeyed, it would have been bad for him. As a son. God will judge each and every one of you that against the Biafran project, because you are wicked and evil. If you are a woman, may you be caught by Fulani herdsmen and raped one day. If you are a man, may you be beheaded. May you be beheaded one day, or your one hand cut, one of your hands cut. Biafra FK, I understand you. No, my blaming ourselves is not that we should come into condemnation. My blaming ourselves is that yes, those guys there, the foundation, the person who laid the foundation is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not Chike Doziem. They didn't lay any foundation. They tried to destroy the foundation. We came to salvage at the time we came and God brought us. But what I'm saying is, if we had come earlier, maybe because we were not available and God couldn't do anything for us. So Nnamdi Kanu was suffering all alone. At the time, the man was tired. He was giving up. Then he began to see Simon Ekpa, whom he's going to. Nnamdi Kanu was not talking of any other person. His eyes were on Simon. He believed that Simon Ekpa was going to, people will follow Simon Ekpa and come over. Even though I was also talking, he heard me. He did not say listen to Simon and Emeka Livingstone. He knew that with Simon Ekpa coming, people like us will join. And we are there now. So that's why I blame us, therefore I care that we should have been there. We're not. Now that we are there, let none of us, for any reason, back out. Stand strong in this struggle. Speak the truth, defend it. You will get into Biafra. That is a promise from God. You will get into Biafra. Can you know, when I heard it yesterday, that Aisha Buhari refused to attend that birthday ceremony because she knows that that man is not the husband. She has done every manner of body language sign for us to know. And let Nigerian man, at the time she was asking, does it mean Nigeria no longer have men? Where are the Nigerian men? You don't blame the woman. Yet, pastors, hey, Alumelo. Pastors are they are going to, Mr. President, happy birthday to you. That man is not a Nigerian, no. And even if he is, look at what he has done to your people. Happy birthday. And the man will sit down there and say, these pastors, they killed a lot of the members of the church and their relatives. They are still coming here. That means they are for me. All they need is money. These pastors are fools, idiots. That's what he's saying in his mind. You are going to pray for Ahab to be in government. You all of you prophets of Baal. Nsobodi Ben Mache Nsobodi. Nsobodi makihi na ndị Igbo na-agba Simon Ekpa mgbe okpuru ka ọ nwụọ. Onye ndu pụtara na-ekwu okwu gbasara anyị nwa ka ọ dịrị anyị na mma. Ha tụ atụmatụ devil mahi Ifeanyi Uba na ndị ọzọ atụkọta aka. Tụrụ onye ndu na Kenya. Ma ndị na-asị asị ndị si na fafụlụ ya na izito Onaga snow na Brazil. Ejofo snow Ethiopia. Nke bụ eziokwu na Kenya. Ife akaba nọ na-ebu propaganda na-enwero isi. Ife niile bụ asị asị. Fa mesie fa onye ọzọ apụta ka ọ na-ekwu okwu gbasara onye ndu. Ife ọ na-ekwu ihe ga-agbasa ihe ga-eme ka Biafra dị mma were pụta ihe. Ị mara ndị achọ ka egbuo Simon Ekpa. Ugbu a egbuo onye ndu gbuo Simon Ekpa. Ihe niile mechiri. All you ever kwuru that once you get onye ndu, you silence the movement. But when they got onye ndu, Ekpa came up and became more vociferous. And now they want to take Ekpa out. And once they take him out, our struggle is finished. But they cannot take him out because Ekpa is wise. The country where Ekpa is a strong supporter of Biafra. During the war, the Finnish people deprived their children in primary school 1 meal and explained to them that why you did not have this food is because there are children of your type in Biafra that are being starved to death. And therefore, we're taking your food to give them. And the children gladly relinquish their food to give Biafran children. Mrs. Oyibo Odinamadu left Nigeria with 4 other women to go and see the Queen of England to speak concerning the starvation of Biafran children, that she should stop it. Let there be food. Why the men prosecute the war? The Queen refused to pay her attention, did not give her audience. And Oyibo Odinamadu came back and her children died. If you are an Igbo woman, you are supporting Peter B. May they rape you. May they kill your children. Mrs. Oyibo Odinamadu, she's dead now. Died early this year. You want Simon Ekpa dead, then what will happen? We'll be in bondage forever. All the exposition Simon Ekpa has given, added to that Onyendu gave, Obanyegebo Shebapo, Ichokafabo Simon Ekpa. Kedu loga bragi because nde na-egbu anyị abụrụ Simon Ekpa. Oh, Ndugu. Those are the people who are killing us. Fulani headsmen, bandits, terrorists, Boko Haram members in Nigerian army and DSS, Dead Man Squad, Ebubago, when I come with 8, ISWAP and others who are imported from the Sahel and Futajalon into a place to come and kill us. Agogom 9. The British government that's supporting them, Agolam 10. And politicians. You see what we're fighting against? And then more to that, people who we thought were supporting us that are now obedient. Hey, I just believe that Obi is the lesser evil of the three. That if you listen to the man, Obu something, Obu substance. No be in Nigeria. How foolish can you be? While you are talking, Gumi is saying that the Fulani headsmen and terrorists are their warriors. Don't kill them. They are telling you openly. Do you think they will allow Obi? You are hoping Obi will be president. They are planning to have a coup. They have filled our land. Obi will be president. Obi president. Has Obi said anything? No. You're not president. Ebu Odigi. Give one support to Obi. Ebu Odigi now. Obi will not talk. Give one why. Apogin and wagging why Gary Puno today. Obi will not talk. Am I hearing? Or president. Equal moment to target before he say, hey, because you will never be president. It has happened to another person. Loy Kanovsky. No, they can never harm Mazinam the Kanobi. Look, let me tell you, I'm just saying this in appealing from the perspective as an elderly man. It's not that we don't have the capacity for violence at extreme level. When I talk about extreme. And that is what they're doing. They're trying to provoke us into that place where when the time comes, even the world will marvel at this level of indignation we're taking against the Fulani people. Because they are going to trigger on a madness that runs in our mind. In the process of fighting, there shall be collateral damage, both from our side and their side. When you throw a bomb inside the market, it kills everybody. Both children, grown-ups, even animals. All the things that are in canned food will be busted. Electricity will go off, or the house will start burning. We talk about collateral damage. Both the good, the bad, and the ugly will die in the process. They are trying to trigger on an anger which we are not associated with. It's being forced into us. Don't lay a hand on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will be better that the Atlantic Ocean, there's an earthquake in Nigeria that brought in water into the land and destroyed the whole land, than you putting your hand on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the face of the Biafran people. Every man rallies around him. Don't touch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will be the biggest miscalculation you have made. Because when we start fighting, oh God of heaven, when we begin to fight back, we will fight beyond Sokoto. Niger Republic will have to pay for every money they have eaten from Nigeria. They will be brought to book. It will take the whole world to come up and bomb us to death before we relax. Don't push us to that extent. Let us see this as a misunderstanding, so that we have our Biafra, your own nation can be, so that if there is need for cooperation, maybe you want economic development advice we need from you, need from us, we can cooperate and forget the past, that it is what people go through in nation building and development, or discovery. That when you push a man to the wall and want to push him inside the wall, it's a different thing. I will not be forced to drop my Bible to fight. Because if I'm going to fight that fight, I know that I've been condemned. I've gone against the will of God by killing somebody. He's going to judge me. So since that is the case, I know I'm going to meet you there, so I'm going to kill you. But that is not our portion. Don't touch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look, governors, if you have children, let them advise their fathers. If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, not only your father will be held responsible. I hope you know that. Because you are grown up to tell your father what he's doing is not right. And so you have pastors who have sold their conscience. You go and kneel down and pray to God of heaven. Father, in the name of Jesus, P2B, President of Nigeria. That's what you're praying. They are killing people. And P2B is supporting those who are killing our people. You are praying to God of heaven, who shed his blood for those people that they shall be saved. And a lot of them that were killed died unbelievers. God is not in your pulpit. You are an evil man. Ohaneze, you will pay. Unaga ala free. All of, I don't care whether you are a board, certified board chairman in America and Britain and Australia combined. It's not my business. Every program you have done against the Biafran people, you will account for it. That's a fact. It's a promise. Simon Epa gave you guys a window. Repent. Maybe the window is still open. I don't know. I don't know if the window is still open because I'm not in charge. I'm not the spokesperson. If the window is still open, it is time for you to repent. Come out openly and speak and be forgiven. You are not bigger than the Igbo people. We are human beings too, created by God. We have wives, we have children, we have feelings, we have relatives. We also have ambition like you. Useless people that are in Nollywood, people like you, they don't cheat them. He doesn't have any moral ground to advise us. What can he do? He only acts ritual films that promote more of cyber terrorism and wayo and Yahoo boys, how to make money. All those things you act is affecting our people. And they think that is how you live. Maybe that's how you live. You don't have any right to come and talk to us. We don't recognize you. Kanu Wanko is from my village. He's the one supporting Tinubu. He's a rubbish man. I used to respect Kanu Wanko. The moment I saw that I was in, Kanu Wanko is a nonsense man. His heart foundation is bullshit. You should stay with it in Nigeria there. If you don't have interest of the person that is killed, I don't have regard for you. Because if they had entered in Aruchuku and in killing, they took Kanu Wanko's brother or sister and raped her and killed his mother, he wouldn't go and be supporting them. If Kanu Wanko had a store or a business which started somebody in Lagos and Tinubu's men went there and burnt it down, he wouldn't be saying that thing. If Kanu Wanko was kidnapped by terrorists and his life is in danger, he would be saying that nonsense he's talking. Jejo Okocha them, whom we respected, useless nonsense people. We have come to the stage in Biafra. We're not looking at all this your stupid achievement. God has people among us that will achieve greater things than you. Forget about your education. The only way this thing can reach their ears is if you make it go viral. Keep posting, sharing it. Add them angry. I'm not doing it for money. So don't say maybe I'm the camera. No. Let them hear. And you know why I support the youth of this generation? We are of the 60s. We failed. A lot of my mates, I don't support them. So you young people that have the boldness to shift from George Obioso mentality, the mentality of Ifajuna, the mentality of Ike Nwachukwu, the mentality of Ukpabi Asika, the mentality of Ojo Zokalo, those of you youths who are committed have shifted from the mentality of Igbo political elites and Ohanese. Stand strong. You will give us Biafra. We are supporting you. There are some people who are older than me. You will know them that are supporting you. We cannot return, Emeka Peters. You're right. And that is what I have called you people today to tell you. All these things you see, the thing about Biafra is not maybe your commitment to Nigeria or how connected you are. It's not it. When you look at a person like Emma Powerful, you see that he's a riffraff. That's what it is. He's a riffraff. So he doesn't have any plan for. What does he know about Biafra? What does he know about a nation that will have glory in future? He has no plan. He's still talking about the money that will help him build his business. So that whenever he comes down home to Biafra, he will come as a rich man who associates with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all of us will be running around him. And say, oh, he's more powerful. Hey, they hail him, Baba. You do this. It's not helping you. I don't need you to help me. I don't need it. I am not happy that you don't have a future. You must continue from where we stop. You must do better than we are doing. Don't be carried away by the stupid mantra of obedience. It's the most stupidest mantra I've heard in recent times. Young men who are graduates are busy. They have failed to take the bull by the horns, identify with the truth. Just one man, Simon Ekpa, exposing what they're doing. He has rattled the Nigerian government, rattled the Ohanese, rattled the clergy, rattled the political class, rattled everybody. They want his head. And you cannot do what Simon Ekpa is doing. Why do you want his head? If he goes out of the scene today, who speaks for you? You remain in bondage perpetually. There was a man, the Fulani man says, he will never concede power to you, that you are a second-class citizen. I was asking them yesterday, if you fail, do you have plan B? They said they don't have any plan B, that they just have to stay and there's nothing they can do. This, you are a woman, you are not a man again. A fellow man is taking you to bed to have sex with you. You cannot stand up to fight, even if it means losing your life for the generations ahead to come, to have freedom. My heart bleeds so much when I see the level of stupidity and foolishness that characterizes Igbo political elite. I don't even trust any near Baribe. In this struggle, no. We know he's still receiving his salary as a senator. He should have resigned long ago. Gentle Sam Josh, I don't know you. You want to come to this video? I'm going to bring you in. But I'm here for Biafra. Anybody that's against Biafra, I remove him. So I'm going to bring Gentle Josh. I've just added a Gentle Josh. Let me hear him. Biafrans are listening. I told you about a television outfit called Law, giving the IPOB treatment. He's against the Biafran struggle. Yes, you're welcome, my brother. God bless you.
Good evening, sir.
God bless you. You're welcome.
Bless you too.
Bless you. Yeah.
I'm calling from Ghana.
Okay.
I'm a Biafran under oath.
We are listening.
Why I'm calling is that I've been watching your videos, and what you people are doing is quite unfortunate that many of our people doesn't want to understand what truth is all about. And as the word of God may say, he said that whosoever that knows the truth shall set him free. But many of our people has been blindfolded by so many criminals claiming to be a freedom fighters, but they are doing otherwise. So what I would say is for you people to try to see what you can do to still speak the truth into the eyes, the ears of our youth, so that our youth can will wake up to this truth and stand by the truth, not hiding under the DOS umbrella and be committing evils against our fellow people in Biafra land. You see, I've been watching the videos of Simon Ekpa. They have been attacking him, saying all manner of things, blackmailing that very man. But you see, one thing in my life is that I observe people the way they do things. I observe people from their words, from the word that comes out from their mouth. And I try to dictate out the truth from whatever Simon Ekpa is doing. Because I could vividly remember that since Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped to Nigeria, the so-called DOS have not spoken one day saying anything good or how to release that man from where he is, all they know how to do is when Simon Ekpa is giving order, they counter the order. So with that alone, many of our youth should know that these people are standing against Nnamdi Kanu. They are not fighting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, neither are them fighting for the actualization of Biafra. So I'm trying to say that you people should be encouraging the youth, speak the truth, continue speaking the truth. Let's be consistent to speaking the truth, so that, because we know one day, whatever people have been doing or saying to the masses, one day it will be done on them. It's just a matter of time. It will be done on them one day. So that is the reason why I called in. God bless you very much as you continue on this very struggle. Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you. Thank you very much. Friends, give him thumbs up and a 5-star performance. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Share this program.
Thank you, sir. I will.
So, Biafrans, you have heard our brother. He said he is a Biafran, a sworn oath member, but he has seen the wickedness that is going on inside the US, and he's not standing with them. The truth, we are not here just to fight and abuse people. No, we are here for the Biafran liberation. If Chike Dosiem repents today and comes out openly and tell the whole Biafrans he's sorry that he betrayed Onyendu, Ochina Sanwo-Olu comes out and says he's sorry, he betrayed Onyendu, then the corpse that has been released will not come upon them. But if they don't, they will suffer the consequences. Eastern Zuli wants to join me. I only allow people who speak the truth on this platform. And so when you come, you go straight to the point. It's so shameful that people use Onyendu to advance their cause and then put the lives of Biafrans into a party. It is very shameful. Very painful. God bless you.
Sir.
Good evening.
I'm just
God bless you. You're welcome.
Your life now, eh? What I want to say is that I don't normally have enough to say, but the little I can say, people who want to listen will listen. A real Biafra man don't need encouragement for him to focus to know what he's fighting for. So that we are just following instruction. That's why the delay is still there. One thing, because the last time I joined your life, I said that the mistake that the Nigerian government made is not to listen to Nnamdi Kanu when he's requesting for freedom in a low voice, in a lawful way. But now they kidnap him. They think that will be the end of the road. If they even arrest Simon Ekpa, another worse person will come.
Exactly.
Two, when I know that they are totally against us in that country. I know before, but it's the law of the country that link the major ethnic group of that country all together. So when they say Nnamdi will be released and acquitted, and they're still detaining him, I know that they won the war. That's what our people don't understand. They won the war. And as I'm talking to you now, if the level we are now, if they say that they not talk about Biafra now, they stop talking about Biafra, I'm no longer an Igbo man. I will be ashamed to say I'm an Igbo man.
Exactly.
That's me. For me to say I'm Igbo man, I'd rather die in this generation. I don't want to pass this generation that we're talking about Biafra, because the level we are now, the people that have died because of this Biafra, they Nnamdi Kanu they arrest, and how far have gone. If they say that let today be the end of the Biafra, and so if I see Nnamdi Kanu, I will attack him.
Sure.
Because of the many. If any person that started talking about Biafra to the level that we are now, that many lives have been lost, and the person back down because of any reason, even if I see the person, I will attack the person.
Thank
so
you
now
very much.
that we are anywhere anywhere we can find ourselves, even though when the war starts and we lose, let all of I will join the people that will die. Because I will be the shameful to see that they have ended about everything about Biafra and I'm still alive.
No, it's not only you. It's not only you, brother.
We know we stand it. So it's better I die in the struggle than
being alive as a coward.
And there's nothing like Biafra.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. I like that. Thank you, my good friend. I want to bring Amechi Opoke. And I want to make mention, when the court releasing Nnamdi Kanu said he was discharged, and the government refused, why didn't Ohanese get up? Why didn't IPOB and others get up and tell the government, obey the law?
We don't have. I don't like that.
Okay.
Because
Don't. Okay. Let's see another person. Thank you very much, and God bless you, my friend. Yes. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, I want to really appreciate you and commend you for your good
very
work.
Much.
I don't know how to thank you, but it's only God that will reward you and your household. The person who called you a fool, old fool, I was the one who replied the person. You don't need to reply the person. I was the one who replied the person, and I told the person that him and his generation, entire generation, is an old fool. Because I don't know why people hate the truth. And I want to tell those our Igbo people, the youth, the elders, all those who are supporting evil. Evil will not depart from their household. I don't know why our Igbo people want to say they are birthright like Esau. What Esau did, that is what people say. They are supporting Obi. Obi may have good intention, but these Fulani people will not allow Obi to achieve his goals. I don't know why they want to leave Biafra and be supporting Obi. Biafra, when we get Biafra, is eternity. That is where we are going to enjoy. I don't know why our youth, they don't listen. Thank you very much. That is all I have to say. I want to really commend you. Amen. God will continue to bless you. Bless Simon Ekpa. Bless Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, and everybody who is supporting Biafra. And those who don't want, God will put them to shame. And Biafra must surely come.
God bless you.
Thank you very much,
sir.
Thank
you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, we're waiting for people to make their contributions. So, when you see one thing, what I'm very angry with Obi. He was, even the Fulanis have said it, that they brought in Obi to cause a distraction from the Biafran project. You remember, they said that Ohanese gave the Nigerian government an ultimatum that if either of the parties don't pick an Igbo man as the presidential candidate, then we'll know that we no longer belong to Nigeria and we'll stand against it. And when the time came, both parties did not pick any Igbo man. And as they didn't say anything, they kept quiet. That is the foolishness of Ohanese. Now, when the Fulani realized that that thing offended a lot of Igbos, they knew that Igbos were going to join the Biafran struggle. And if they do it quick, Biafra will come. Because Ohanese will not talk to Ofanifere, and there should be discussion at that level. And all the governors may decide in the south and block Northerners from coming, take over their military garrisons, and put a stop. Because the strength of the Fulani man in Nigeria today is Yoruba man. Once Yoruba man pulls out, the Fulani man collapses. Now, when the Fulani saw that, they started to bring in Obi, who went to Labour Party with no structure. And then people now saw it as an alternative. It's a game they played, and people fell into it. Fell for that game, went en masse to spite APC and PDP by coming out to support P2B. But they failed to realize that when P2B was questioned, he said, I don't have any ideology different from that of Atiku. So while they were trying to raise P2B as a vendetta against the Nigerian government, P2B himself doesn't see himself as an Igbo man. He sees himself as a Nigerian. Atiku sees himself as a Fulani man. Tinubu sees himself as a Yoruba man that wants to rule Nigeria. Now, P2B began to give assurances to the North. You shall be greater beneficiaries of my administration. P2B began to talk tough against IPOB. Now, P2B also knew that he was not going to be, because he had already considered to Atiku, it is evident they will not give it to Tinubu. Tinubu is the person that APC should give to, looking at it. But the Fulanis will not allow that, unless if they're giving it to me on the ground that he will die very soon. That's the expectation. So that Chetima, who is a sponsor of Boko Haram, have you forgotten, will succeed him. Atiku's P2B's successor, assistant, is from Mauritania. He's a Fulani man. The elder brother was the one that extracted a commitment from P2B, who said his elder brother is chairman of Northern Elders Council, Baba Hakim Ahmed. P2B promised him, say, you people that are afraid, you be the greater beneficiaries of my administration, not the Niger Delta Igbo Yorubas. I can deal with them, but you that are afraid, you are very violent, I need your votes. So P2B was setting as a distraction from the collective will of the Igbo people to come under one umbrella, IPOB, and fight against the rejection of both parties from appointing an Igbo man, electing an Igbo man as a presidential flag bearer. So P2B came in there like a game that was wrong. They're using him. And he knows very well that this is the time for us to get Biafra. We've never been so near as to getting Biafra as this time, because in the first time when they fought Biafra, it was the whole Nigeria that fought against only Biafra. Even Cameroon fought against Biafra. But now, it is the whole Nigeria that is fighting against Fulani. So the circumstances are different. P2B has been sent to weaken the Biafran resolve, so that some Igbos who are clamoring for presidency will now decide to say, okay, why don't you go for the presidency? It's an opportunity, and forget about their dream to be independent forever. That is how stupid and foolish and unwise Igbo man is. And the Fulani man played on that gamble and won them. So when I see P2B, I see him as a distraction to our project. And I'm very angry because he knows definitely he will not. One day P2B will come out to speak and tell you the amount of pressure and forces that were moving him for the presidency, not Labour Party people, not you people that were talking. And the intention, just like an angel's brother came out and said, I had to do what I do because I was in the army. I said, people come out one day and say so. That is why I am against P2B. He rose up to be a problem to Biafra and then give validation to 2023 election, because it will go on record that an Igbo man contested, a Fulani man contested, a Yoruba man contested. It was balanced. So at the end of the day, Obi did not win. It's nobody's fault. And therefore, the new government, you must obey. If not, they will crush you. The whole nation will rise against you that time to crush you, if you want to fight against them, because P2B did not win. Because they will ask you, if you felt you didn't want to belong to Nigeria, why didn't you continue your advocacy for Biafra? They were saying there will be no election. Why did you stay at home? So that it will bring about a constitutional crisis. There will be no elected representative member, no senator, no governor, nothing. They're not going to appoint them from APC now, or any government in power. Because any other government would say we would have won. It's a crisis. And upon that, the UNO will now understand that these people stayed at home, they refuse to vote. They want to be free. So P2B is a sabotage to the Biafran struggle. That is why I am against P2B. And I have seen even some of my friends whom I respect in America here, they are obedient. Look, that you came to America, schooled, married, made money, had your children, bought a house, live well. Doesn't mean you are a hero for the people. It doesn't mean you're reasonable. You're only reasonable to take care of yourself. You cannot stand to fight for the people. I told you there are two men that are on earth today. There is one that comes just like you. He went to school, graduated, got a job, built a house, had children, live very well, buy cars. Thank God, all your birthday you appear. Thank God I'm +1 today. God has been faithful. Or it's just about you and your little enclave where you make money and help people. It's not okay. There's another kind of man who comes to die for you and the people. He may not be known. He may not be respected like you. People worship you, that you are their big brother, you have affected their lives. He is dying for the whole masses. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is. And that is the root, that is the line where that's where I belong. That's where Simon Ekpa belongs. That's where every truthful IPOB autopilot member belongs. So the money you make when you go home, you go to Nigeria, they respect you. Wow, it was great. And when people come and visited me in the house, wow, God was there. I had to buy bags of rice. I gave to women. I bought oil. I bought granite. I paid their house rent. Wow. Whenever I go, people don't joke with me. They even want to make me a chief. It's good though, but that is at their own level. We are the people who cry because the men, the poor masses are crying. We don't have peace of mind. We want a situation where we have a nation where there is freedom, where people can go, children can go to school, where women can walk the street in the night without being afraid of somebody raping them, or Mokena is not afraid of being abducted. Which Nigeria are you talking about? Things have damaged beyond control. Everything, every sector of the force has collapsed. Nothing is functional. There's no rule of law. There's no obedience to court order. It is a banana republic. And you're still hoping on it. How foolish can you be? Some of you that came to America, do you know the price Americans paid before we came here to enjoy this country? You don't want to pay the price. Some of you say you're not going to say, what am I going to do in that fucking country, Nigeria? I'm going to be in America here, stay with my kids. You've lost your identity. You accused African Americans that they misbehave. They've lost their identity because they came here, they changed their name, changed their culture, changed their parents, changed everything about them. So they cannot really lay hands and speak. No cultural identification. And you are entering willfully. They were coerced, they were forced into it through slavery against their will. You are willingly entering. I have a house in America, I'm not going anywhere. My children are American citizens. They are going to best schools in America. They cannot come to Nigeria. It will come here. Not only America. Indians are here. There's very low divorce rates among Indians. All of you, your women are leaving you. They're having sex elsewhere. You are going to other women elsewhere. Your house is no longer stable. Hey, I don't know. I'm staying here. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit. In our culture, I'm not saying we intimidate women. I don't buy it. But in our culture, women know their place. That is the Bible. Indians who are not born again Christians, have you seen them? They earn more money than their husbands. They respect them. You have destroyed our culture. You and your wife and your children, they don't speak Igbo again. Their intonations have changed. They don't speak Igbo. They are lost. You're in America, you're working, you have a job. Anna, your children are doing some of us, all of us, our children now putting, let me include myself. Our children now put ring in their nose, put the one in the tongue, the one which they used to lick a man's private part. They put ring in their tongue. They do all manner of things to abuse themselves. That is not our culture. Every value you have as a people has gone down. Nobody respects you again. All you are concerned is you're working, you have money. You live big, you can buy whatever, you can fly, I went to Nigeria last week, I'll go next week, I'll do that. That's nothing. Good. I do a business that makes me come into contact with Indians on a constant basis. Go to their homes and see the way they respect their husbands. Some Nigerian women don't even know how to cook again in America here. They are at McDonald's. The whole day. Man, I don't care about this man. You begin to look for divorce so that you can bring somebody into your house and sleep with. Or men who come here and become very lazy. You forget that in Igbo culture, it's the man that takes care of his wife and his children. They got a mama now. I tell you, when you get in America, if you have a makin, if you're American, he's going to nothing. But he relaxes it. Yapatawa go cool. Okay, I'm again now. And now when you get about Mercedes Benz, more Range Rover, more Bentley, more Tesla. You know now manage you Toyota Camry 2015. Dear friends, we are going to have a country where we will no longer import vehicles into our land. I mean used vehicles. That's never going to happen. Americans don't import used vehicles into this country. The plant should be built in Biafra according to Biafran spec. We are also going to manufacture our own and export to other countries. When we have used our cars, other countries can come and buy from us and go and use like we're buying from America. Then when they develop to a level, they begin to build their own. Sooner or later, you stop depending on the white man. Thank you very much, dear friends. Those people who did not speak when the court disobeyed Nnamdi Kanu's discharge, it's the same people who are saying Simon Ekpa should be arrested and killed. They're signing petition. All of you that signed that petition, whatever are your intentions against Simon Ekpa, it shall happen unto you in the name of Jesus. Amen. God bless you, dear friends. Let's remain committed and faithful. Let's keep contributing to the ESM fund. God will help us. This battle, we are going to win it. 70, not long now, we are getting Biafra. Stand firm. I have interacted with Simon Ekpa one-on-one several times. That guy is reliable. That guy is reliable. Look at my face. I, Emeka Livingstone, I'm telling you, there was one stupid, useless, idiotic, nonsensical man called D-Law Television that carried the fake news that someone has left the Biafran struggle. That Nnamdi Kanu rebuked him from the prison. Give him the IPOB treatment. Any Biafran that is there, stop subscribing to his channel. He's an evil man. He's carrying lies and propaganda. Simon Ekpa burnt his passport openly. How can Simon Ekpa, who burnt his passport openly, work in the Nigerian government? How can Simon Ekpa, who is against Nigerian government, be wanted by the Nigerian government? One very powerful Biafran person asked me about Simon. I told her, Simon is true. Follow him. I have discussed with him one-on-one. In fact, he is so more committed in this struggle than myself. Okay, God bless you, Biafran.